Why would you want to create a revocable living trust when you can put the beneficiaries on everything? I'm Kellen Bryant, board certified elder law attorney in Jacksonville, Florida. And that is a common question that I get because a revocable living trust is, of course, going to be a lot more money compared to going to the bank, not dealing with attorneys, and putting names on the accounts. As a beneficiary, it avoids probate and gets stepped up tax treatment on death, stepped up basis tax treatment for capital gains. So the reason why people create a revocable living trust is to define end results much better and address contingencies and risk. So a revocable living trust goes through this if-then set of instructions and considerations that if you're working with an experienced attorney, they should help you work through this. It's addressing potential contingencies and coordinating all your assets. Now, for adding beneficiaries, you're going to just name my 2 children 50-50 beneficiaries. But what happens if the children predecease you? Not covered sometimes in the beneficiary designations, or it's unclear. What if you forget to add beneficiaries and it goes through probate? Not effective. What if the child that you've named is in the middle of a divorce and they get money and then they maybe commingle it with their spouse and it goes to their ex-spouse? What if they're in an accident? So and it exposes your inheritance to them in that car accident case and from their lawsuit creditors. So those types of little contingencies are typically not protected with the beneficiary designations. Of course, there's this thing with death dominoes, where if somebody passes away, like who gets that person's share clearly, rather than having default Florida law explain who gets the money. Having that revocable living trust syncs it all up. Now, of course, with beneficiary designations, you can add beneficiary designations to life insurance, annuities, brokerage accounts, checking accounts, etc. You can use a ladybird deed to avoid probate of real estate in Florida and some other states. And then even LLCs that you may own. I've seen attorneys create beneficiaries of LLC interests. But the real problem comes when you have a lot of accounts, a lot of people, and that's where revocable living trust helps. Comment below if you have any more questions.